Well, corn on the cob, it is everywhere this time of year.
And most people, me included, will shuck it and boil it.
And that's about it, right? Sometimes we like to put it on the grill just like this. But today, our friends at Food and Wine Magazine are actually offering an alternative. Here's cookbook author Andrea Slonaker.
We have these beautiful ears of fresh sweet corn. This outer layer, you kind of just want to peel off in big chunks. And then these top pieces that have the dark green, I always trim these away. Take off the base so that the husks will be really exposed and easy to peel away. So now they just come up in beautiful big sheets that will be perfect for stuffing with the goat cheese. You also want to get rid of all of the silk. So there we have our corn that we're going to grill, and we have the husks that we're going to stuff. Be sure to save a few of them to tie the packets closed. That'll help you secure the cheese within the husk. We have our goat cheese, and we just cut it in half. I'll take some of these husks and overlap them to make my packet. Take one of the logs, place it in there, and then just keep overlapping with more of the husks, making sure that it's completely enclosed. I usually do probably about 2 layers to make sure it's protected from the heat of the grill. So now we just gather the edges, secure it with the extra husks we saved, and just tie it in a little knot. So now we have this absolutely adorable little packet that's gonna be so fun to put on the grill. Your friends are gonna be super impressed. It's gonna be like the new party trick for your summer. The first thing is scallions. This is a really rustic dish, so you don't have to be perfect with how you cut it. You know, we're not looking for those super fine slices. Then I'm gonna add some Fresno chili. One thing I really like about this recipe are all the layers of sweet and acid. So you have the goat cheese that has a natural tartness to it, then we're adding lime juice, and that's all gonna balance with the sweetness of the corn. The corn gets extra sweet because it's caramelized on the grill. Lots of salt, a little bit of pepper. Some olive oil is gonna bind it all together and add an extra layer of fat. Basil is really delicious with corn. It's so sweet, it really complements the flavor. So I'm just gonna tear the leaves. It doesn't have to be chopped. Again, this is a really rustic dish. Also cilantro, I just tear that as well. Any kind of sweet, tender herb would be great in this. I'm just gonna stir it all together. You're gonna wanna do this right before you throw the corn and the cheese packet on the grill because you don't want the herbs to get wilted in the acid. So my grill is hot and ready. I'm gonna throw these on, and it's gonna be about 10 minutes, and we're ready for our appetizer. The corn is absolutely gorgeously charred. I like a really dark char because that's just more flavor. And the packets, I can tell cheese inside is just really molten and gooey, and it has a really nice char, so I know that that flavor has been infused from the husk. I like to cut these now relatively tender cobs in half. That makes it easier to stand the corn upright, and you just slice down. And they come off really easily. You want to get as close to the cob as you can so you're not leaving any of that sweet, soft corn on the cob. So now all of this corn is going to go into our relish. Just stir it up. If you need a little more olive oil, a little bit more lime at this point, you can always add that. Of course, salt and pepper. You want to make sure it's nicely seasoned so that the flavors all come out. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh my gosh, so good. Super sweet corn, that charred flavor. Love the little bit of heat. I think that'll be so good with the cheese. You can use your fingers to just rip them open. You can also use a knife if you need to, but look at that amazing cheese, all soft and delicious. It even got a little bit of the char marks from the grill. You serve the cheese directly in the corn husk. It's a perfect little vessel. Add plenty of the relish to the top. Make it overfill from the husk. And then the rest of it, you're gonna wanna serve on the side. I have grilled crostini that are delicious for scooping up the cheese, the relish. So we get even more of that grilled flavor in charred crostini. And the finishing touch, a drizzle of honey. So that brings out even more of the sweetness from the corn and just adds another layer of absolutely delicious flavor. So with this appetizer, I love pairing a spritzy rosé. It's light, it's bubbly, it's fresh, it's perfect for summertime patios, and it goes really well with goat cheese. Gotta get lots of that relish on there. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It's tart, it's sweet, it has a little acidity. It's got a lot of heat. It's absolutely amazing. You'll never throw away your corn husks again. You're gonna be cooking this all summer long.
Wow, my mouth is watering. You will find more cooking and food videos on the Food and Wine Facebook page. It looks amazing.
It does. And Food and Wine magazine is published by the same company that owns WFSB, the Meredith Corporation.